What's going on, boxing fans? Julian Williams with The Distance. Here again for my final Edwin Valero video, unless something comes up, whatever. But this is, right now, is going to be my last Edwin Valero video. Three's a charm, I guess, whatever. But, I've just been thinking to myself all day. And, and I did have that rant. And right now I'm not going to rant. I'm just going to... This is going to be pretty much a deep reflection video. But anyway, whoever watched my videos, and whoever watches this one, of course, have you ever heard that song Wasteland by 10 Years? Released in like 2005 on the album The Island Effect. It was a single with many different meanings to it. It was a song about... Basically, one of the meanings of the song was about waste of talent. Which was Brad Renfro, who was an actor at that time, who was an actor in the movie Sleepers. Died in 2008, but was a real waste of talent. Was a great actor, and drugs pretty much ruined his life, and pretty much it was a waste of talent. And then another meaning to the song was human rights. And another one was the world being a waste, becoming a wasteland. But the fact that the song had a double meaning to it or a triple meaning to it, made me think. And to the career of Edwin Valero, it's a real double meaning to it. There's a kind of a double. It's one side a positive and the other side's a negative. The positive side is what he's done in the ring. You can't even take away what he's done in the ring. You can't turn around and erase what he's done in the ring and erase the 27-0, 27 knockouts. Just knocked out a really good young contender. Just knocked him out and basically outclassed him and just beat him. Beat him, and I thought the other guy was going to win because he was a better boxer, but we saw so many vast improvements with his style in that fight. I was impressed. I really was. I was impressed by what he had done in the ring. But then you have that negative side, because at the same time, when you can't take away what he done in the ring, you can't overlook what he did outside of the ring. That's the thing about it, and that's what makes Edwin Valero a total waste. I had a video back in February when I talked about boxing's waste of talent, and a lot of people, and I thought Ike Ibeabuchi and Tony Ayala were two big wastes of talents, but this one, somebody who's about to emerge, is possibly one of the biggest superstars in boxing, and was about to emerge as possibly, he's possibly going to become a future great champion. I thought he was, because he had speed and he had power, and he was improving, and he was getting stronger, and he was getting better in his fights. So I would think that he was going to improve, and I thought that he was on his way to becoming a very successful fighter and becoming a breakout star, one of the biggest names, not only in Venezuela, not only in the United States, but worldwide. I just thought that Edwin Valero could have been one of those fighters that helped bring boxing back, because one, he got the knockout, and two, he was in exciting fights. And that's what a lot of people look for. A lot of people look for those exciting fights, and that's what you get in the Edwin Valero fight. You're going to get an exciting, action-packed fight. But I look at it this way: the act of committing suicide, as many people are mentioning, is very selfish. And the fact that, one, he robbed, most importantly, he robbed two children of their mother and father, and two, he robbed us boxing fans. I just feel he robbed us, and though he doesn't owe shit to us, he at least owes his kids. He gave them life. But that's just how I look at it. It's a total waste. just like the song Wasteland, by 10 years. It's just many meanings to the song and what it could mean, and there's many meanings to the career of Edwin Valero and what that could have meant and what that could have been. You know, could we have been talking about a future great champion? And it's a total waste that he has felt the need that, I guess his wife pissed him off so much that he just felt the need that he had to stab her or whatever. And it's just odd. It's odd, it's shocking, and it just proves how scary this world can be. So, honestly, it's just total waste. Total waste of talent. I think hands down, he's the biggest waste of talent in boxing history. Because, as mentioned in other comments on my videos, suicide is a very selfish act. You just think of the people involved, and this suicide not only affected his family, pretty much affected the country, who had pride in him, and affected a boxing community. Not necessarily the YouTube box community, but every box community. Somebody has, you know, this has touched somebody. This has touched me. This has probably touched a lot of people on the other channels, you know, such as UK Wing Chun Student or KG21 Carlito, Blood Box, or whoever. This has touched everybody. This is a shocker to the boxing public. You know, apparently there were problems, and he needed help. But the problem was, he couldn't help himself. And there's nothing that anybody can do. You could be the greatest psychologist in the world, and sometimes you can't help the person with the slightest problem, because that person doesn't want to help himself. And Edwin Valero apparently was taking anger management and stuff, but he couldn't help himself. He let his anger control him, and eventually it led to this that happened. So anyway, that's my last video on Edwin Valero. I'm not making any more videos today. I'll be back with my new series tomorrow. But pretty much, you know, this, like I said, this is a shocker. And anyway, all we can do as a boxing community is move forward and just focus on our current fighters, and not dwell into this tragedy, because it's definitely a tragedy. But anyway, that was The Distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.